case.
According to police, this started when 20-year-old Angel Gomez of Fort Worth arrived at the Sonic with others in his vehicle. Gomez allegedly began urinating in the back parking lot, so Davis came outside to speak with him. There was a fight between the two, and that's when police say the 12-year-old shooting suspect, a passenger, grabbed the AR-15 rifle from Gomez's vehicle and shot Davis multiple times. He later died at the hospital. Police say Gomez ran away with the AR-15, but then returned and was arrested. The 12-year-old also took off. Keene police and nearby agencies located him at a home in Rio Vista, along with several firearms. Gomez is charged with tampering with evidence for leaving the scene with the AR-15. Police say it's possible that charge could be upgraded to murder. The 12-year-old suspect is at a juvenile facility in Granbury.
A 12-year-old in this day has access to a gun to kill someone. It breaks my heart, actually.
Davis's family tells Fox 4 he leaves behind a 10-year-old son and a fiance. His mother is working to bury her son in Louisiana, where he's from.
What it do? That Hit the Handle podcast. First and foremost, rest in peace to the young man who lost his life. That Sonic employee, they said he was trying to turn his life around. That being said, I am sick and tired of how the media always wants to paint the Hispanic people as the villains, Hispanic people as the aggressors, Hispanic people as like the absolute worst. They always do this to us, you know. And I think it's fucked up that when it's a white person that does the same thing, they make him look different, and then when it's a Hispanic person that does the same thing, they make the Hispanic person look a whole lot worse. And I'm just saying, because if you look at this case, the kid, he could use stand your ground laws, castle doctrine as his self-defense. Because in Texas, you're allowed to use lethal force if you feel like your life is in danger. He felt like his family's life was in danger. He used a gun to kill the Sonic employee. Yes, he was a 12-year-old boy, but he used his gun to do it. Now, I think of Kyle Rittenhouse. I think of the guy who killed a Black Lives Matter protester. And, you know, they get away with it. They're painted as heroes. But yeah, this kid, he does the same exact thing, and he's painted like the absolute worst. They paint this white dude with face tattoos. Looks like a straight up thug. I'm going to be honest. This white boy looks like a thug. He looks like one of them Peckerwoods. And they're painting this dude as like, oh, this saint, this, and that. And I think it's just fucking ridiculous how the news media is like painting the whole thing. They're making like, and then you see the comments, throw the book at him, lock him up for life. But yeah, when Kyle Rittenhouse killed them two people, oh, he's a hero. Oh, man, they want to give him a house here in Texas. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's just, like, hypocrisy at the fullest. I think it's, I think it's wrong. And I think that us Latinos need to stand up for this 12-year-old boy. Like me, I'm for gun control. I'm for, common sense gun laws. Because I feel like we have way too many mass shootings here in the state of Texas. Like, people don't even honk that much because you honk at somebody, they pull a gun out. It's crazy out here. People are shooting on the freeways, and it's just gotten like to a point where it's really ridiculous that most people feel like you have to have a gun just to be protected, just to feel safe here, because there's so many crazy people with guns here. But that being said, that 12-year-old kid, I think us as Hispanic people, we definitely got to defend this kid, because the law will throw the book at him. The law will try to execute this kid. They don't want to treat this kid as a child. He's a 12-year-old. He's a child. He's not even 13 yet. The kid saw a gun. He was scared because that 20-year-old that was with him, his friend, family member, whoever that guy was getting his ass kicked, and he pulled a gun out because he felt like, hey, he saw this white guy with a shitload of tattoos on his face, and I guess it scared him. And I think it's just fucked up how the media is just painting the whole thing. I look at when John Hernandez got killed. John Hernandez, a couple years ago, he got choked to death at a Denny's for peeing outside. He was peeing outside. This sheriff, off-duty sheriff, and her husband choked this guy to death. They held him down. They choked him to death. And when they went to trial, they painted John Hernandez as like a woman beater and like the worst thing ever. They try to make it seem like like killing him made the world better. Like that's how they painted it, you know. And I'm not with that. I think that's fucked up. When George Floyd died, oh, he used to snatch purses or he used to do this. He was a criminal. They made him look bad when he's the victim. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's fucked up that when it's a Hispanic or a black person that dies violently, oh, they always want to paint him as like, oh, it's his fault. Same thing with Trayvon Martin. They show pictures of Trayvon Martin throwing up gang signs and trying to make it seem like he was gonna grow up to be a thug. Like, nah, fuck that, man. Like that's bullshit. How the media wants to paint it. Like every time it's a person of color that does something, they want to paint us as like the absolute worst. You know, but then when we do the same thing to white people, oh nah, man, look at this white guy. He was a hard-working employee at Sonic. Man, the dude had face tattoos. He looked like a thug. I'm sorry. I see a white dude like that at night. Man, shit. I'm gonna be on my guard straight up, cause he looks like a tweaker to me. But yeah, man, I just want to know what y'all's thoughts are, and rest in peace to the young man. I believe all life is precious. I'm not down for anybody dying, but I feel like, I know what I said might have been harsh, but hey, man, I'm tired of them always doing this, and I'm tired of shit like this happening. We need to pass laws to actually like protect people. Now, does 20-year-old who had a gun in the car just reckless like that, should he be charged? Yeah, he probably should be charged for just having a gun out there where a child can get a hold of it. But I don't know if there's a law like that here in Texas, I'll be honest, because in Texas you can ride with the strap loaded. So I'll be honest, I don't even think he broke the law. And he was riding around trucks. I guess they were having like a Mama Lona meetup, like the trucks. And I think that's why he had that strap on him, just in case a jacker try to like jack him or whatever, Because a lot of people, whenever they have nice rides here in Texas, a lot of people ride strap because people try to rob them. So that's probably why he had a gun. And I'll be honest, I don't think he broke a law. So, I mean, I'm gonna keep up with this story. Let me know what you guys think, man. I'm out.